What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more solo Morrissey, and I'd like to once again give a big shout out to the proprietor of this deep dive, Seb, and indeed I'd like to quote him regarding the folder and album, or compilation rather, that we are now about to embark upon. So Seb said to me, a note about the following folder: after Viva Hate, Morrissey released a string of 5 singles that were later brought together on Bona Drag in October of 1990, including the singles from Viva Hate and the various B-sides. When I uploaded the Morrissey stuff, I decided to put the singles with their accompanying B-sides in order of the release dates. It's all in the metadata. At the time, it made more sense to me than uploading Bona Drag, leaving out songs you already reacted to and adding B-sides that were left out. I know it may be confusing, but it's all in the same order that Morrissey gave the world of 1989/90 his new songs. And he mentions that the following album after this, Kill Uncle, from March 1991, is a regular one. He also mentions the Bona Drag album name, meaning nice outfits, is an example of the subculture slang Polari, explored further on the album's first track and last single, Piccadilly Polare. And he mentions that I'm sure the native Brits will be able to provide more information on that. So look forward to that. But the first tune from 1989, in chronological order, is the last of the Famous International Playboys. It's a very dramatic title. I wonder who this last one is. I wonder what happened to the other ones. I wonder, is this the end of a generation? I wonder, is this Playboys in the typical sense, jet setting and hanging out at swanky establishments with other attractive people and so on? Or is Playboys here being used ironically or analogically? I wonder in what context. It certainly doesn't sound like your typical Morrissey title, which tend to be very self-deprecating and mundane, but also with hurt and paranoia perhaps. Either way, I do note the seeming difference of the title relative to a lot of other ones that are a starting point for his songs. So let's find out what it's about, or at least what I can catch on the first listen. This is Morrissey. The tune is The Last of the Famous International Playboys, and it's the first tune chronologically included on the Bona Drag compilation of 1990. Said I am. some sonar broadcast. I was gonna say earlier, like, there are a few singers who are as creative with non-word singing, like, melismatic, melodic singing. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. The whole bit about he doesn't want to kill people, he, doesn't want to be evil, but he just does that to get someone's favor or attention. And have I failed at that too? Like, that whole run feels a bit more Morrissey, although it's like he's saying, like, this is the world I was raised in, and so it's like I don't really want to be part of it, but I try to do this because I want to impress you, whoever you might be. But it also felt like there were some lines that, if you kill people in the modern world, you actually can be, like, given great positive assessment in the news, and, you could be in the newspapers as a great person. So it feels like it could be a shot at, like, larger political... And I'm back. So, yep, went to process this one, noticed it got cut off. All I was really saying is that I caught that there were lines that seemed like they could have been about larger social, economic, political, or military. The idea of if you kill people in the modern era, you might find yourself in the newspapers as a great person. It felt like there was a bigger target than just the sort of idiosyncratic, complicated nature of his upbringing as it relates to his actions and some perception of this other person. So either way, I look forward to hearing people comment, but a cool tune, and as I said, I enjoy his vocal delivery. It's always creative and always floating and melodic, even if it has different renderings of that. In this one, there were a couple lines where it felt like he was maybe not jokey, but he was on the edge of hitting it like in a humorous way, like almost like a bit over intense on a couple of the lines. There was like a ha ha or something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but every time he hit that, it felt like a bit deliberately edgier than he normally does. So I was intrigued by that. But anyway, as I mentioned, I'm going to try to do this in conjunction with the Smiths reaction as well, so that should be in the same batch. Do let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. Peace.